Hey everybody, thank you for waiting for that longer break, but we finally have the lobbies going up, and we're about ready to party for this finals match. So I want to remind everybody tuning in what exactly is on the line here. It's not just a spot to play at Dreamhack Atlanta. That's cool, whatever. Big frickin' whoop. It's a 4-night hotel stay. It's up to $400 in travel cost assistance, and of course, you get to be the champion of the road to Dreamhack.
Yep. Players are ready. I mean, they're talking, but I guess they didn't confirm if they were ready.
You know, I gotta charge my phone. I'm sad. All the raids are gonna be done by the time we're done casting, so I didn't get to do any raids today on Pokemon. But I'm gonna go catch some water Pokemon after it's done.
Okay.
So did I tell you about my plans for the shiny Magikarp, by the way?
No, you did not.
So it'd be really cool to evolve it into a Gyarados, like be a red Gyarados shiny scary monster, right? Instead, I'm gonna save it as a shiny Magikarp and just drop it in gyms. Like I'm gonna take over a gym and like BM leave a shiny Magikarp behind.
Okay.
I'm so cool.
Calling card.
Not even calling card. It's just more like it's what's the Joker? Like it's not about the money. It's about sending a message. You mystic.
Okay.
You mystic fucks better stay out of my territory. No. Oh, server problems?
Yeah, I was still on West from Hero.
Wait, didn't he ask to make it on West?
Hero asked. Hero's no longer playing.
Wait, I thought MaSa just said, "Can we make it on West?" Or did I misread that?
I think you misread that. You said
Okay.
Central. Yeah.
Well, that's fine. We'll just remake that. Shouldn't take more than a moment. Glad I didn't get hyped into the intros. Didn't get too lost into it. But anyways, yeah, so there's quite a bit on the line for this. But what was interesting, I don't know how much they were talking about before I sat down and joined the lobby, but they were kind of get in there and Kelazhur's all like, I think you're going to win. MaSa's like, no, you're lying. Like, it's like, oh, no, you.
No, you're not. MaSa was like, please let me win an expensive flight from Toronto. And I'm like, I haven't flown from Toronto to Atlanta, but DC to Toronto is nothing, man.
Actually, I'm looking at it right now. YYZ, which would be Pearson, to Atlanta is like 500 round trip. That's not bad.
Oh, actually, that is a lot more expensive than my option.
Well, it's international, right?
Yeah, but so is me to Toronto.
Oh, yeah, I don't know then. Well, either way, this covers like most of the plane tickets, so.
Well, isn't it more expensive for Kelazhur?
Would it be though? Because he's in the States. That wouldn't be international. I wonder. I don't know.
Where
Is
is he in the
Kelazhur?
States?
I was gonna say, is he in the root house right now? I don't even know.
Because California, West Coast to East Coast is usually around $400. So maybe there is a contest here. Please let me win.
No, it's actually definitely cheaper. If he, let's assume he's in California. LAX to Atlanta is like $413.
There you go.
Cheapest flight. So I mean, either way, the point is, it's not. You know what? It's not even about the flight cost. It's the like $800 something you're saving with a 4-night hotel stay. I think that's the prime prize for this. But guys, do us a favor. One of the big sponsors who are making this trip happen, Matcherino. Go to the Matcherino page. Use the code DREAM2, spelled like this. Add $1 to the prize pool. It doesn't cost you anything, and it helps cut down on the cost they're going to have to pay to send these players there. Because even if that prize pool doesn't say 400 at the end, they've guaranteed that they will send people over. But okay, we're in game number 1 of this best of 5 grand finals. Ladies and gentlemen, the road to Dreamhack concludes tonight. And in the upper right, we've got the blue Terran. Elevates MaSa.
In the bottom left, as the red Terran, it is Kelazhur.
Also, is that Mordicat? Mordicat 1989. Thank you for the prime sub.
Yeah.
So one quick bump of a shout out, guys, while we are casting this now, and I hope you're all having a great time. In 7 hours and 26 minutes, the BTSL Grand Finals kicks off with Gumiho versus Beyond and Solar versus Scarlet. It's also a guaranteed TvZ Finals. You don't want to miss it. Be sure to come tune in for it. 2 best of 5s and a best of 7 should make for a pretty good conclusion to the season.
Yeah, it sounds like a lot of good matches. I'm glad we could do it comfortable with everyone's schedule, basically. As Scarlet will be playing the GSL the next day. That's like 16 hours after the BTSL, in fact. Hope she doesn't reveal too many builds.
Yeah, she'd actually asked about how long it would run, not realize, because I think she thought we were starting much later. So there were some initial problems with scheduling and concerns about her GSL. Like, she's got to get sleep before it, obviously, and stuff like that. But I think that tonight should go pretty smoothly. Unless Gumio plays crazy mech games against Zerg in the finals.
Yeah.
Well, good start for Kelazhur, killing that Reaper. Oh, not so good, though, when he hops up and almost suicides it into a Marine, though. Ugh.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel like I have to get out of like the PvT mindset. TvT. Finals. Losing my words. But I'm Proxima, so there wasn't really any shenanigans, and I'm sure like as the game goes on, as the series goes on, we will see at least 1 or 2 proxies or 1 base openers, but they both chose 2 base. Banshees for MaSa. Kelazhur going for a drop instead.
The TvT meta shifted around so much lately. Cloak Banshees coming back into it after Double Ravens were standard for so long is such a weird thing to consider, but it is where we're at.
Mm-hmm.
Cyclone's still very much a staple part of the matchup as well, so that's why you're seeing it on both sides. But this drop coming across is going to be a couple of Marines, but of course that Widow Mine presents a lot of potential problems. Dancing with the Reaper in the middle of the map too is not accomplishing much, but MaSa does remove that part of the equation.
This timing might not work out well for Kelazhur.
But does MaSa turn around for this? I don't know if he needs to.
Right, it's a question of does he need to? Is ideally no. It looks like he does not. So now Kelazhur has to try and send that Viking to position well for the Banshee. His cloak is going to finish in time.
Widow Mine did not get a phenomenal hit. I feel like he could have taken this fight though. The Marines would be outclassed by the medevac heal. And it's less count of Marines for MaSa as well, but I guess he knows he's going to have to be defending at home, so he doesn't want to micro too much on the other side of the map. Kind of goes in for a shift Q drop. Meanwhile, Banshee does come in here. Needs a scan to make this happen. Scan in the dream.
She's going to survive that one scan.
Oh.
I'm not sure if he had another one.
I'm not sure what happened with the drop. Did he just move command into a Cyclone or something? He lost the medevac and the Marines.
Oh, he might have tried going back into the main. That's bad news. Kelazhur is taking SCV damage. There's only 1 scan available. He's hoping the Raven would be able to help. Second scan, he's hesitant to use it because I guess the Raven is so close. He does use it. Sucks. Now the Raven's going to pop out.
Yeah,
Third CC is also delayed. MaSa's already done.
I thought Kelazhur actually had a pretty nice potential lead here, but he has really hurt himself and now certainly suffering from that. Another Banshee comes out too. A third one on the way behind it. I guess realizing detection was an issue. Decides to try and take advantage of it. Nice. Well, detection no more an issue with that Raven, but still another 5 or so workers going down certainly stings. Down almost 10 workers to his opponent. Someone in chat actually said it best. I like this where it's like, okay, it's not Protoss Zerg or anything like that. It's 2 Terrans, so it's not going to be about the race. It's really going to be about the better player, and I agree with that.
Yeah. This is not a great position at all for Kelazhur. He does have... I like to give credit to Kelazhur and his TvT a lot for his boldness, I suppose, and his confidence. Sometimes a detriment as he doom dropped into a bunch of Marines, because got to go with what he was going to go with, man. But he can still take better fights as the game goes on. It's just that this early game did not work out very well at all. Third CC still not floating over, still putting orbital. You will have double engineering bay. No, MaSa has that too. He just doesn't start +1 armor. Oopsie poops.
Oopsie poopsie. Actually, what's kind of cool is you can see in a TvT, like, a 10-worker lead normally isn't that big of a deal. But through the income graph, you can see, because Kelazhur, like, later to the third CC, it kind of is. It's like a good 700 minerals additionally each minute MaSa has over Kelazhur for the time being. That's a lot of extra Marines. It's a lot of siege tanks.
Banshees successfully thwarted, I suppose, at this point. Like, the fact that 2 of them are alive with a fair bit of health is always going to be scary, even if you have the appropriate units now, as they just might catch you by surprise. And MaSa, like, he had a better opener, he had a, like, more fluid, like, expansion and to his tech and his upgrades. Also invests into stack defense a lot earlier. So missile turrets are already up in the main and a sentry tower in the third base.
I can't believe this Banshee is still causing damage at all, to be honest.
Yeah, I thought with the first one going down, or the combo,
Was
the
the
second one
fourth
got
one?
taken care of so easy.
Yo, he kills fresh mules. That's gonna feel really good. 4 Banshees
you're right,
dead.
that is the first.
20 SCVs and a couple of mules. This is gonna hurt Kelazhur's recovery process a lot.
Yeah, can't believe we had a fourth Banshee. Alright, okay, well.
Neither can
Combat
Kelazhur.
shields. Okay. Combat shield is already on the way for MaSa. Kelazhur's trying to get this setup of a siege, and he might be able to hold it even through the combat shield detriment, but alright, MaSa's moving out too.
And he might be moving out a little too soon as well. I like the Hellion goes out first to see this, so he doesn't run head first into the army. Pre-siege is to get a shot off. Good night, Cyclone.
Double Raven. I mean, there's like, if there was combat shields, if there was upgrades, and he's waiting like a couple more seconds on those upgrades, maybe there's a bust opportunity with auto turrets and a concave. But it'd be very, very close. That would take some really fine decision making in a TvT.
There's a lot of focus here, though. As the Ravens are posing and looking for a position. The drop goes off in the main without a hitch.
Yeah. Oh, actually,
Comet
Kelazhur has
shields.
a ton of farm supply over here.
Oh, he's going to focus on the engineering bay. That would have been sick if he could have caught it. But he loses the medevac with all the Marines. Mistakes were made out of MaSa, but this fake medevac does drag Kelazhur the wrong way.
Yeah. But that wasn't... So they have a bit of a stalemate with the majority of their army in the middle of the map, but it is like such like a good portion for both players that they can just leave that there. What did you just kill?
A siege tank.
Oh.
Why? What?
Well, that's awkward. And now we're getting to the point of like, okay, Kelazhur is overstaying his welcome. Yeah, he needs to reinforce right now or just risk MaSa deciding to move in.
It doesn't show up on the unit's loss because it's friendly fire. What?
That was so... I don't know.
Alright, well this is going to catch a lot more SCVs. This has been a game about killing SCVs for MaSa. 30 workers dead now. Marine fight's looking pretty good. Those Comet shields are giving him a lot of sustainability, but the tank is too much, and he does get pushed back.
Yeah. You know, MaSa has a 20 army supply lead, and he will have combat shields for like 10 more seconds, so this is just still a little bit too much. You know, I don't think he's too upset either that he has like this stalemate, because he's not contained with this stalemate. He is dropping, he's getting SCVs, his 4th CC is turning into a planetary. Like, Kelazhur, he moved on the map once, and then he had to just stay put for like 2 minutes, finally getting his own drops in to that 4th as the planetary finishes. Is this perfect timing? So close to being perfect timing. Nah.
Oh, okay, that was awkward with the tank. Does kill it. Nice. 3 Marines for the tank. Not a bad trade. Planetary cannot reach behind the mineral lines, but those Marines can't push forward. Pushing into this base too. There's only but a single tank in position. 2 in the back, I guess, as well, but dives a little bit deep for this. I don't know. Does kill the tanks.
I'm surprised there wasn't a repair there. That's why I pulled the SCVs.
He's starting to retreat from the middle of the map.
Oh, God.
MaSa senses weakness, and he pushes in to take advantage of it. Auto turrets come down, lots of them too, but it's a little bit late. The tanks are already dead. The new one's siege up, and this is such a good fight for MaSa. Did this base die or get pushed off? What happened there? Oh, straight up died. Structure's lost. 1 orbital command center.
Oh, wow. MaSa's in such a good position. Even without that orbital command dying, he's already on 4 CC.
Yeah, but
and it's such a
especially-
good army fight.
I think the middle of the map army fight too was something he was really hoping that MaSa wouldn't scout it, but GG. Been anticlimactic, but taps out in game 1, goes to MaSa. Also, big thank yous to Booyo Starcraft. I got a message for him though, okay? So he does resub, but he says on his resub, hey, sorry, I gotta unsub after this to save money. Thanks for the streams. Dude, thank you for the 9-month resub. 2 things to say though. 1, if you do have Twitch Prime, it's a free sub each month. Consider using it on us. If you've got a family member who uses Amazon Prime, just hook up your Twitch account to it. Boom, Twitch Prime for free each month. But if you gotta go, you gotta go. I totally understand. I hope you'll still come back to the stream though, man. A lot of people get sub guilt. You actually see a ton of streamers always tweeting about this and like feel good vibes and shit, but The reality is we know a lot of viewers get sub guilt where like they were subbed and they can't sub anymore and then they don't come back to the stream. I want you guys to know, like, you guys tuning in means the world to us. Subbing helps us do what we do, but we still couldn't do it without the viewers. So please don't feel alienated because you can't afford to sub. You're always going to be welcome back to the channel.
Yeah.
But okay.
Yeah. Abyssal Reef. Next map. MaSa up 1-0.
So what is this? I don't know how Evo works, right? But they just tweeted... Evo just tweeted the commentary lineup for World Finals, and there's like 40, 50 people on this page. I'm expecting like a StarCraft level talent announcement. This is like everybody in the world's coming to commentate.
What it? Evo.
Just
Evo.
at EVO.
What, the fighting game thing?
Yeah.
Ah, yeah, okay.
That's so
Gotcha.
many commentators.
It's a lot of games though, right?
That is
For
true.
a
I'm
good
just it's
time.
it's astonishing, I guess, to see like a list of like 50 people shotgunning in one picture.
It's pretty funny. You know, when is it? Is it like tomorrow, or is it in a week? Is it in 5 weeks? Because if it's StarCraft, then I'm guessing it's tomorrow. Our announcement comes late, guys. That's the joke.
Game number 2 in this best of 5 finals on the road to Dreamhack. In the top left, we've got the blue Terran, Kelazhur. Managed to survive the cuts and stays on Root Gaming.
In the bottom right, as the red Terran, is MaSa.
By the way, no ill will, no BM intended with this statement, but I'm kind of glad I never learned to say OSC root, because now I don't have to.
I'm not going to say I'm glad I didn't. I just, like, it is one of those things where, like, oh, yeah, I guess I don't have to worry about it now.
Okay, let me phrase that. I'm glad I didn't get into the habit of saying it. There you go.
There we go. That's a better way to put it. This is still a multiple racks opener, despite it not being proxied and, well, just generally, you know, it's a bit more hidden. Since they both went for one base openers, Kelazhur is not really going to have a scout to see this. But that's okay, because his one base opener, as long as he isn't, like, quote-unquote greedy with it, like getting a reactor in a tech lab immediately type stuff, it deals with 2-axe Reaper perfectly fine.
I'm kind of like a bit jaded on this because back in the day, this was such a big, oh, you didn't scout it, so you auto-lose build, right? But not really the case anymore, unless it snowballs.
Yeah. It's very unlikely that it snowballs, I think. Like, the real transformation of the Reapers in TvT, which I'm, you know, thank God it's the case, because I hated when it was really, really good. Just 3-axe proxy your way to victory. Is just to get that little bit of a lead, cut them on their tech, because they're going to be forced to one base, and actually beat them in that game. It's not necessarily a macro game, keep in mind, like it's still like a 1-1-1 versus a 1-1-1, but like in the past, if you lost your Reapers, if you weren't doing enough damage, you were just behind on a starport. You weren't looking great, but now it just feels like you're supposed to get a little bit of an edge, so a little bit faster of a, well, I guess in this case a command center. Also didn't go for a tech, he went for economy. He didn't even stay that long on Reapers either. 3 Reapers to 2? What? Weird.
Weird is definitely one way I would describe this.
Yeah. But it still lines up with how it's transformed, though, right? Like, especially if it's not proxy, it's that it is more of a opener into a macro game. So, while this doesn't give him as fast of a starport, like clearly not, it does build him up to a point of a lot of Marines and still like okay timed medevacs. Like he could have a more mobile bio force than what Kelazhur is gonna have.
Well, if it weren't for that cyclone, these Reapers were about to run away with the game.
Right? I was like so worried.
Like even
pop
just
out.
like not even the autos, it's just the grenades alone would have been so problematic. But this one Reaper's still being a pain in the butt. Meanwhile, these ones get caught by the Marines. MaSa was prepared and ready. 7 SCVs die for Kelazhur. This is unfortunate because his command center's not just later, but he took the worker damage on top of this.
Yeah, his economic stance is pretty bad, but he does have Banshees now on the way, and MaSa, you know, he's not gonna have 2 Ravens, 2 Vikings, like he doesn't have as many units that directly counters this as one would expect. But he will. Like, the starport's finishing up. He's probably going to get maybe a Viking first and ideally hold on to a scan. Bunker at the front's pretty safe too. Probably saved his life right there. Probably.
Oh my
Ooh.
god. So barely. Oh my god.
I mean, he had his own cyclone, so that wasn't that desperate, but dang.
I watched that thinking like that's gonna die. And like you just don't, you'll comment on it because it's such an obvious thing, but I can't believe that was like so barely with the SCVs too. Like one less SCV and that dies. Cyclone doesn't die, backs away from it. Like, oh, that's such a big different game. But okay, well he pushes for a counter, and this is maybe a good move out of MaSa. He doesn't see that Banshee, just barely doesn't see that Banshee. So all of these SCVs in the natural, they're forfeit. And they might as well be.
He does have a Viking. Does he? Is he gonna save a scan though?
There's no skill. Well, there's no cloak.
Now he will. Yeah, I guess that's true. This push is a little bit ragtag. Dodges around, deals damage to Command Center. Obviously shouldn't kill it, but make it a lift off.
Observer gets a couple quick executes there too. Even gets the Cyclone. Oh, that's a real sad float off.
See ya. Alright, so Kelazhur, as you said, like, he didn't get cloak, but MaSa still like held on a scan because he wasn't sure, and he's building these turrets. Unfortunate waste of money for him, but he is the one in position to waste that money.
Well, you know what? This dope Banshee might not have done much, but it executes several of the Marines in the middle of the map. I like that a lot.
Yeah. But even after that kind of weird push, they didn't really seem to do a whole lot. I mean, damage to the command center is what exactly, but as I was saying, MaSa has like much faster of a bioforce. Like, he's gonna have stim, he's gonna have medevacs, and he's gonna be just moving around Kelazhur. Kelazhur has, I think, more important units, but MaSa has this mobility, his ability to concave. It can be very frustrating to play against. MaSa keeps getting supply blocked though. Like, you know, I don't want to mention just the one for 5 seconds, but this is like the second or third one for a long period of time. That was just a hardcore supply block. So a little bit brutal. Kelazhur's had his own. It's been a bit of a wonky game, especially with MaSa attempting to push out every so often with like a handful of Marines. Yeah, definitely contributing.
Yo, so I just got a preview of my Matcherino shirt for the Casters tournament.
Okay.
First off, it's black and not red. And secondly, it looks phenomenal. I'm going to buy one.
Good. I'm glad.
For those who don't know, it is just a tombstone instead of my portrait. It's so good. I can't wait for you guys to see it. They put a quote on it too. That's the best part.
I hope it's a good one.
Yeah, it's something Hearthstone said during the match. So yeah, it's pretty good.
Oh, damn. I thought it was one of your infamous quotes.
What infamous quote would I say that could safely be printed on a t-shirt?
I was gonna say it was a key word in it, safely.
Yeah.
Talks about some weird
if
shit.
If it was a BaseTradeTV shirt, different category, I guess. But all right. Oh, also on that note, I'm really sad that Teespring's ending its partnership with Twitch. So I guess we'll be doing our last run of t-shirt sales this month.
End of an era. I mean, you know, era is like usually a long period of time, and it's been years, not decades.
It's been like a month.
whatever, man. End of an era.
All right, Kelazhur splitting his forces up. Could catch MaSa a little bit off guard as he's rallied out. But 2 Marines scout this, and now he can move back in time. Command Center gets canceled to be lifted. I like that. Smart choice.
Very lucky for MaSa. Kelazhur did not have stim quite yet. That would have been a lot more SCV deaths. But not too great for Kelazhur to see that the third base is on location ready to turn an orbital, since his is only about halfway done. He also probably saw the combat shields finish up for MaSa, which I think he would assume just how the openers went down. This is the faster, you know, stim and combat shields army that would accompany the opening of a very weak T-Rax. That T-Rax was not a deceiving term. It wasn't for Reapers. It was just for eventual Marines. But anyways, MaSa is entirely pulled out of position, but once again, he's so quick to the SAG defense. 2 center towers will at least give him some notice about what's happening. Well, that's not good.
No. For a moment, I was like, oh, cool. At least he's got tanks shooting up at the top of the... Oh,
Right?
those aren't his!
Yeah. Well, MaSa, I guess, funnily enough, also had his own drop in the main base, so they both get into very important areas, I guess, very
but
quickly.
I kind of feel like MaSa holding at the top of a choke is a lot better right now. Or excuse me, Kelazhur holding the top of a choke. MaSa is just now getting his tanks up, just now getting in position. So if Kelazhur gets this siege up first, he might actually be able to break that choke. Turrets are going to go down. Auto turrets are going to go down.
Oh, he didn't have combat shields. Seconds away from finishing. That sucks.
Oh, that's a world of difference for this fight. That actually might have just defined the game.
Yeah, I mean, it was always going to be questionable if he could actually break the choke anyway. There's just so few Marines left, but especially without combat shields.
He picks it up. Viking medevac micro. Woo!
Fancy.
Yeah, actually, GG. We have actually played games on stream where combat shields made the world of difference, right? We see it all the time with pros too. But this was like the first one in a long time we've gotten to see in tournament play. So MaSa now leading 2-0 here in the grand finals. We will be going to a break, but not before we give shoutouts to Ektar for the 11-month resubs. There's one more month to the Partoof. And then Zachmeister was a prime sub. Thank you very much for that. Keep in mind, guys, for the Partoofs, they are still kind of delayed out because Zombiegrub's in Korea. She's been the one mailing them out. I know that they copy past the email says Rifkin will send you one. That was the case for a while, but it's cheaper for her to send them. So anyways, point is, when she gets back from Korea, we'll get back on point with all the Partoofs and stuff. But we're going to go to that break, and we'll see you guys for what is possibly the last match. I would be surprised if MaSa could 3-0 Kelazhur, but so far it's looking pretty good. See you guys soon. All right, folks, took a few moments longer than expected, but we are back and good to go. It's MaSa vs. Kelazhur, Game 3, and this could be the deciding game. As right now, this fella in the bottom left is on his last life. Playing for Roots, it's Kelazhur.
In the top right, as the Red Terran, he is MaSa.
Also, big love and shout outs to Matt463789. I guess Matt was probably taken. Thank you for the Twitch Prime sub.
That sounds like a pretty common name.
I think it is. I've met more Matts in my life than most others, I think.
I haven't met too many Matts. The one Matt that I did know... Well, like I said, actually, I think Matt... Good one. I think Matt was the name of the guy that I used to play StarCraft N64 with. He, like, lived close by, and he would come over and we'd play StarCraft.
Chandler
but other
was a
than
Matt.
that... What?
Chandler was a Matt.
Matthew Perry?
Yeah?
No one calls him Matt, though. It was Matthew Perry.
Do you know that?
I don't know him personally, so... I don't know that, but I don't know him personally. That's the whole point of this, isn't it? You can name a bunch of people that have Matt in their name. Just like, I met anyone? The other person was a kind of a douchebag, and like... I didn't like him. Just saying, Matt, it's 50-50 right now. So far as being a good name.
By the way, Johnny12 asks about like emotes on the channel. Makes it a little bit weird, we're gonna be honest, but yeah, anything with the ace prefix is limited to our subscribers only. You can use that on any channel on Twitch, but only people who are subscribed to us get access to those emotes. I like the idea though that he thinks it's shy. I think that's actually kind of cute.
Oh, it's shy.
It's lewd is what it is.
It's hungry. Ugh.
Still not seeing Rifkin's t-shirt. Oh, it's not up on the site yet, guys. I mean, I got the art I approved or whatever. Like, it's gonna be on that Matcherino page for the Casters tournament when it is available. Yeah.
I hope by tomorrow, because they're showing the last scoop tomorrow. Tonight? Whatever.
Actually, yeah, tomorrow's the one. Isn't Total Biscuit casting it too? As a guest caster?
Yeah. Fear Dragon's really nervous.
I don't care about Fear Dragon. I just love the idea of Toast is getting casted by Total Biscuit. That gives me nerd chills, dude.
Oh, really? I didn't really think of the dynamic. I just know that Fear Dragon, like,
it's like,
you know, idolizes the guy.
Top caster by the top caster. You know what I mean? Like that sort of thing.
I think I'm. Hearthstone's been so nice to us, actually, when he's casting.
I don't know, man. I listened to the VOD. I thought that wasn't mean, but I won't say it was nice.
No, I think he's nice.
It was, oh, let's be mean until Todd says, be nice to the casters. Then Hearthstone says nice things. That was my cast, at least.
No, like, I heard that part. I remember that part where Todd was like, be nice. Like, you know, we try and be nice to you guys or whatever. But I still felt like, this is when he was, like, actually utterly shocked. And he was like, wait, what's happening? wait, this isn't a build. Wait, this isn't, like, why isn't he microing? Like, that's what he's shocked, he's accidentally mean. But otherwise, if he's just, like, politely talking, he's like, yeah, they missed a supply depot, but
yeah,
okay,
actually,
that's fine.
Harstham for, like, he's got kind of a ego sometimes, but he's got a very calm demeanor, and it's a bit surprising. He's a very pleasant fella, and I've enjoyed hanging out with him at events and stuff.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to watching that group. So, MaSa is just walking across the map. He has double Cyclone in that, and while Kelazhur also has double Cyclone, this is maybe a point of just the tiniest little soft contain ever.
Ooh, if he actually holds though, that Banshee goes straight across the map. Ah, there's a Viking coming out. I take it back, because there's no cloak.
3 Cyclones.
3 Cyclones pretty good, but some micro out of that medevac's pretty nice too. Ooh,
Hey.
These are projectiles.
Hey!
These are projectiles. I can't believe that just worked.
Oh man, that Cyclone can't really help anymore. It's got to be repaired first. That supply goes to the bow supply.
Supply block incoming. Picks up the weak one. He knew something was coming. Tech Lab gonna go down too. Guarantees no cloak. I mean, we knew it was not cloak anyways, but Kelazhur's also losing a lot of mining time, having pulled so many SCVs to repair. And that Banshee had really high hopes of causing more damage, but this hurts Kelazhur in a pretty nasty way. Now, he does have his command center coming up here. Like, it's not on location, but it is actually going up through all of this. Good trades out of MaSa. New Cyclone comes in the front line. Viking working to chip away at the medevac, because this medevac is causing a lot of problems. It's denying so much damage due to the way the fast-moving projectiles work out of these Cyclones. So locking on to kill it, nicely done.
This is a supply block. Nothing's coming out of that factory anymore.
Oh, he saves the Cyclone! MaSa's a god!
The Viking's gonna land.
The landed Viking can kill the Cyclone. The 2 Cyclones can kill the Cyclone. There's so much going good here for MaSa.
Damn, MaSa looks really good today.
Yeah, he does. This is like, have you been working out, bro? Like, what's going on here? But that Viking can't do it alone with the SCVs repairing. Paired up all these other units, gets the job done. Another Viking coming into the fight, too. This Cyclone, okay, one of them's almost dead from MaSa, but the 2 Vikings could just focus it down. 1 Viking could just focus it down. Focus it down!
Yeah. Yeah, he messed up twice on them take a micro, but I'm still
lose the starport.
Thrice.
Oh my god. So there might be a command center done, but he's lost so much mining through the SCVs. There's no real advantage to be gained from this yet. Picks up to stay back once again. Waits for reinforcements. No reinforcements on the way, but he's mining from the natural. MaSa has killed any sort of possible counterattack with that starport going down. No medevacs, no banshees, no shenanigans.
Well, more importantly, like, Kelazhur can't deal with MaSa's shenanigans and MaSa's banshee. MaSa also has a 3rd CC about to finish.
Oh, I didn't realize you went for a 3rd one.
Right?
It's one way to get ahead.
Jeez. Yeah, impressive stuff. I mean, Kelazhur knows that he's in dire straits, but I think he's really hoping that maybe there is still only 2 orbitals. Well, in which case, he can get some harassment done himself.
For me, one of the most impressive parts of this is the fact that his micro just now was so awesome to watch. Now he'll need a little bit more of that, but he'll buy some time here with the rocks going down. Can start repairing up these units. Needs to very desperately do just that.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's a good move. Kelazhur is gonna... Oh no, he rebuild it. Okay, so medevac on the way. He's gonna try and get some harassment done.
He just dropped all the mules. He just dropped all the mules. There's no scans.
Ooh.
I mean, there will be in like, what, 30 seconds? This one's got it about 10. So, okay, maybe 1 scan available. But he just muled like crazy. And if he drops 1 more mule at his command center to catch up... Oh, it's like a 3-second difference. If he had waited 3 seconds, the mule may have dropped. But instead, it's going to be a scan. He'll save it. Gets a cancel on the lock-on. That's on cooldown now.
Oh, yeah. He should be able to get out of the cycle or the scan range anyways.
Well, not if he's... Oh, he does. Oh, my gosh. Okay, another scan in 5. Mules lost a lot of their mining time, too, through this. I mean, while these Cyclones over here haven't really done that much yet. 2 workers killed.
There's a 2nd Banshee, so even though that's cleaned up, this is it's starting to add up, but still not nearly as much. Well, 3, but a lot of damage done.
8 workers up and a lot of functioning mules. I'm scared to look at the income graph because it's, going to be bleeding red.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. The Cyclones are just taking so much damage. 4 SCVs is not enough.
Scan. There's no scan. Turret will finish. That'll be detection. Oh, that hurts.
Close.
That's gotta hurt.
To force out a scan and take out Marines while I can.
I think it's worth it. Kill that tank even if you really feel like it, but oh my gosh, that Banshee did work. Both of them.
Kelazhur's Cyclones are still alive, so MaSa does push out. Ready for the killing blow. They come back in. Finally gonna get those kills they need. They're racking up to 6. Come on now, guys.
Denying upgrades could be nice, but I don't think MaSa's looking to turn back. He wants to try and end the game while he knows the supply's low on the other side. Because he did just kill a lot of Marines that were here to defend. So there's like a tank and a couple Vikings.
The supplies really aren't that different, though. MaSa might be... If he just runs into this army, right? Like, that's a big throw.
Oh,
but
actually, the second tank on the high ground is going to be too much, I think. If it was just one tank on the low ground, I think he could take this. But he realizes this, too. He's also in range of the other tank, which is really unfortunate.
All right, that's a bit of a throw of the army, but he's on 3 CC. His production, I think, is really kicking in now, as you can see on the production tab. Starport reactor, a lot of Marines, all the upgrades coming through here. Kelazhur, not even with a tech lab on his barracks. Like, yeah, I think he does, but he just doesn't start stim.
Stim and combat shield. It's going to be a big lead for MaSa. Attack on that +1. Yikes.
They've evened up the workers killed, by the way, 15 to 15.
Yeah, but it's like at different points of the game, right? Like 15 workers killed early hurts so much more than 15 workers killed on 3 bases.
Yeah, the income graph is absolutely still in favor of MaSa, and his army is still going to be absolutely the better one, both in numbers as his production kicks in so much faster, and also in upgrades. Just need that killing blow, the final push.
I mean, I'm feeling pretty darn good for MaSa. It would take a big throw to actually lose this at this point, so he's got to be feeling pretty happy. Oh, there's a gold statue of Mexican dogs on this map? What?
It's not done very well, though.
No, it's like really low res.
Yeah.
But also, it's like, those dogs are huge. Where are the dogs in StarCraft? I bet you a dog can tackle a Zergling pretty good. Instead, we have mechanical cats. The predators.
Oh, yeah. I like that. I prefer that. Yeah, those dogs are huge. MaSa adding more production. A little late to his armory, but still good to go. Cyclones... they think they're gonna bring back this game.
No, I mean it's good moves out of Kelazhur, making the best out of the situation. But these tanks are gonna set up in the back. Yeah, that's out of range of Kelazhur's tank. He does pull the SCVs, knowing that would be in range.
Kelazhur has a drop on the 3rd CC. Not gonna kill very much. Just denies mining.
Combat shield's huge advantage. Kelazhur's not even researching it. He's still working on that stim.
Yeah, only 1 tech lab.
This 10 health on all these Marines makes a huge difference, guys. All things considered, that's like an extra 360 health in the army.
Huh. Yeah. That is a double supply depot. These Marines, like Kelazhur knows. He can't take that on.
He's gonna lose the upgrades.
Yes, he is.
SCVs are pulled. I think he maybe could have stayed a little bit longer, but knows it's not worth his while. As workers rack up on the other side of the map, Kelazhur is supply block. Kelazhur's got no upgrades going for him with that +1 being shut down. GG, well played, ladies and gentlemen. With a 3-0, MaSa will be the king of the road to Dreamhack Atlanta.
GG.
This is actually kind of great because I had actually spoken with MaSa at Gameland about this. He doesn't have a computer he can bring with him, but I told him my laptop runs StarCraft. He can just play if he needs to. So, this is great for MaSa. So we're gonna have a Canadian abroad coming to Atlanta, joining us to cast the event. I think it's gonna be a lot of fun. It's gonna be pretty cool. I'm excited for it. But congratulations to MaSa. So we'll get things sorted with him later. Again, he's gonna be given up to $400 in prize money to go pay for his travel. So he will still have to secure like the plane ticket himself, pay the extra $150 or whatever it ends up being. 4-night hotel stay provided thanks to the folks at Matcherino. All this good stuff for MaSa. So guys, look forward to seeing him in Atlanta. I'm really excited for that. But we're going to send out a replay pack of the games we cast tonight to all you folks who are kindly subbed to us. We're going to go to one last commercial break, come back and say our goodbyes. But keep in mind, we're not done casting yet. There'll be a break, but the BTSL Season 5 Finals will be on later tonight as well. See you guys soon. All right, folks, we're back. Thank you very much for watching that last set of commercials for us. So we're going to be going and getting into our goodbyes now. But again, actually, where's this on Team Liquid calendar? Let's give you the exact approximation. 6 hours and 46 minutes from now with the BTSL Season 5 Finals. It's going to be Gumiho versus Beyond. It's going to be Solar versus Scarlet. You certainly don't want to miss it. And we've just actually announced a really cool show match coming out. Zombie Grub is the one who actually orchestrated most of this, but we got a tournament coming up over the next couple days too. It's going to be NA versus EU BaseTradeTV show match. So we got Snoot versus Peely, TLO versus Jon Snow, Lambo versus M Canning, and Euthermal versus Game Time. $900 in prizing up for the tournament. Should be some pretty good times. We're also going to be having Zeph and Rapid Casting come join us intermittently on the cast. So get a quick flavor of a bunch of different casters, I guess. Should be some good times. That's going to be happening on July 8th and July 9th. July 9th, as a side note, is my birthday, so you guys better come and hang out with me for that cast. Be real sad, because I'm a real big person about birthdays.
Are you, though? You didn't even want people to know your birthday for 4 years.
Yeah, I'm at this point, I just want to stream on my birthday, because for 4 years, everything goes wrong trying to stream on my birthday, so it's dangerous that we scheduled 2 tournaments for that day, but we'll see how it plays out. Anyways, looking forward to it. But yeah, so the road to DreamHack made possible thanks to Matcherino, guys. We got some really cool announcements, hopefully coming in this week for additional news regarding Atlanta. But DreamHack Atlanta, of course, will be at the end of the month. If you're going to buy tickets, do it through the Matcherino link. Seriously, if you're coming to attend, you'll save 20% on your ticket by buying it through Matcherino, opposed to buying it through the DreamHack site. It's not a scam. There's no schemazing. They're working officially like with DreamHack to make this happen. So it's going to be pretty awesome. For us, we're going to be there, obviously. Some good times. I'm really looking forward to it. It is, as of right now, still a BYOC event, so we don't have a lot of computers available for the players. But hopefully, again, that may change as time goes on. Currently, the prize pool for Atlanta is going to be about 5,000 US, but looking to bump that up too. Still working on all these things to make it good times. But right now, because a lot of people have been asking, it is going to be a 2-day event. With the final day being on the main stage. I'm really excited that DreamHack's going to put us on for the main stage. That makes me super happy. But if we can get more players to sign up, more people to come out and play, then it will extend it to a 3-day event. But for now, it's a 2-day event that'll be happening at the last 2 days of DreamHack Atlanta. So I'm pretty stoked. Hope to see you guys there. Zombie Grub, final shout-outs before we go?
Follow on Twitter at ZG Gaming, at YouTube Zombie Grub, and Twitch Zombie Grub, and that'll be it.
Of course, for me, guys, follow the channel. We're getting closer and closer to that 80K follower mark. We're actually at 79,128 followers. Let's get to 80K and then push for 100. But other than that, consider hopping over to my personal Twitch channel, where I've been streaming a lot of Pokemon Go for anyone who cares about that. It's more IRL streaming mixed with Pokemon Go than just Pokemon Go, but come join me sometime for the off hours as I continue my grinding and walking. But I'm sad because I won't get to do any tonight. I gotta go to bed to wake up in time for the BTSL. So thanks for watching, everybody. Be back later. We'll see you then. Good night.
Bye.